Think of a philosopher-emperor, a figure whose life became a profound reflection on the meaning of existence in the midst of fate's whispers and the grandeur of imperial Rome. Step into Marcus Aurelius's fascinating cosmos, a Stoic philosopher whose journey through time compels us to confront the complicated interplay between fate and human agency. He appears not just as an emperor, but also as a mentor, inviting us to go into the labyrinthine depths of our own minds. Take on a transcendent journey through Marcus Aurelius's life and philosophy, where every moment is a lesson, every difficulty a chance, and every whisper of fate a call to a quest for meaning. Marcus Aurelius's early life is a tapestry of obligation, education, and unexpected twists and turns. On April 26, 121 AD, in Rome, fate had already marked him for greatness. Marcus was raised in a prestigious family with connections to the ruling elite, and he was exposed to the subtleties of Roman politics at an early age after his father died, leaving him in the care of his grandfather. Outside of his aristocratic upbringing, he had a significant intellectual influence. Junius Rusticus, a Stoic philosopher, and Apollonius of Chalcedon, a renowned orator, instilled ideals in him that were the core of his life: Stoicism. His education, however, went beyond philosophy, immersing him in literary treasures of the time, such as Homer and Virgil. This exposure laid the groundwork for a mind well-equipped to deal with the complexities of empire rule. Marcus was 17 when the unexpected burden of imperial succession landed on him following his father's sad death. The weight of power implanted in Caesar, the expected heir to the Roman throne, a sense of obligation that would dictate his acts as emperor. During these critical years, his boyhood Stoic ideology collided with the realities of administration. The collision of philosophy and power formed Aurelius, resulting in a ruler seeking wisdom amid the turmoil of imperial responsibility. In 161 AD, amidst the vibrant political scene of Rome, Marcus Aurelius, aged 40, assumed the role of emperor, ushering in a watershed moment in history. The demise of his adoptive father and the weighty expectations placed upon him shaped his transition from philosopher prince to empire ruler. Beyond ceremonial duties, steering the vast Roman Empire required a leader capable of navigating intricate geopolitical landscapes from the British Isles to North Africa. Consider the delicate dance of power politics, where alliances were fragile and the threat of war was ever present. His reign was a constant test of resilience and strategic acumen, encapsulated in his famous Meditations quote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Stoic philosophy evolved from Aurelius's personal creed to a guiding principle for governance. His leadership combined wisdom and pragmatism, attempting to reconcile philosophical idealism with the realities of ruling an expansive empire. In the face of adversity, he resorted to Stoic virtues: courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. The Marcomannic Wars, a series of conflicts during his reign, put Aurelius's military leadership to the test against Germanic and Sarmatian tribes on the northern frontier. Strategic decisions not only defended the empire, but also demonstrated the philosopher-emperor's brilliance. Marcus Aurelius' ascension is more than a historical footnote. It is a lesson in leadership, resilience, and the enduring interplay between philosophy and power. It provokes thought about how principles forged in the crucible of philosophy shape the fate of empires, resonating across the ages. In the quietude of his chamber, Marcus Aurelius embarked on an intimate dialogue with his own soul. His personal writings, encapsulated in the timeless work Meditations, reveal a profound exploration of existence, virtue, and the art of living. It's a collection of personal writings never intended for public consumption, Aurelius wrote to himself, not for the applause of a distant audience. This was his private dialogue with the Stoic principles that anchored his worldview. Imagine the Roman emperor finding solace in the simplicity of self-reflection, despite the opulence of his position. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. Amidst the grandeur of his imperial throne, the philosopher emperor recognized that true wealth transcends material possessions. It resides in acts of kindness, charity, and selflessness, the coins we relinquish and the compassion we extend. These endure beyond fleeting riches. Generosity, he believed, enriches not only others but also our own souls. Think of what you have rather than of what you lack. Of the things you have, select the best, and then reflect how eagerly you would have sought them if you did not have them. In this simple yet profound dictum, Aurelius invites us to shift our gaze from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude, he insists, is the gateway to contentment. Visualize life without the warmth of the heart, the embrace of friendship, or the fragrance of blooming flowers. Such contemplation unveils the preciousness of our present blessings. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Death, an unwavering companion, shadows our every step. Marcus implores us to confront mortality with grace. Each breath, each heartbeat, these are borrowed moments. How shall we invest them? With kindness, courage, and purpose. The impermanence of existence compels us to live authentically and to savor life's fleeting sweetness. The present moment is all you ever have. Past regrets and future anxieties dissolve in the luminous now. Aurelius anchored himself in the present, where eternity unfurls. Here he found solace, purpose, and connection. The sun's rays kiss the earth, and we too bask in the eternal now. Let us heed his counsel. Seize this moment, for it is our sole possession. In these fragments of introspection, the Stoic philosopher beckons us to peer into our own souls and seek wisdom amid life's tumult. His meditations echo across centuries, inviting us to kindle our inner light, to navigate existence with grace, and to discover, as he did, the profound beauty of self-reflection. The Stoics embraced Amor Fati, or love of fate, seeing it as the acceptance of past, present, and future events. To properly comprehend this, one must understand the universe's impermanence and ever-changing nature. They thought that change was necessary for experience and growth. Amor Fati supports accepting life's ups and downs with grace. Instead of opposing or regretting the circumstances, acceptance becomes the discipline. The interplay between fate and destiny is central to Stoicism. Fate refers to external influences that shape our lives, whereas destiny refers to our inner disposition and choices. The Stoics believed that while fate is unchangeable, we have power over our reactions. Suffering, according to Marcus Aurelius, derives not from external circumstances, but from interpretations and judgments. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Our strength resides in withdrawing judgments and attaining inner peace by accepting fate with kindness. Stoics saw humanity as interrelated, with individual well-being influencing the whole. Aurelius felt that harming others eventually damages oneself. Avoiding vengeance and bitterness, rising above pettiness, and embracing group well-being are all encouraged. He wrote meditations on the fragility of life, the transience of power, and the inevitability of death during the peaceful times of his military operations. Confronting fate directly, seeking clarity and wisdom, his words resound over millennia, inspiring courage and acceptance in facing destinies. The Stoic philosopher encourages you to listen to destiny's subtle cues, the whispers amid the symphony of life. It's an understanding that, despite diligent planning, life frequently unfolds with a spontaneity that necessitates adaptability. The emperor saw life's uncertainty as a natural rhythm to embrace rather than a chaotic force. He saw the ebb and flow of events, both good and unfavorable, as a natural part of the human experience. This Stoic viewpoint emphasizes overcoming uncertainty with calm acceptance and finding strength in adjusting to ever-changing tides. The Stoic investigation of life's uncertainty is not passive submission, but active involvement. Aurelius faced the unpredictability of leading an empire with tenacity built into Stoic ideas. Similarly, this ideology encourages responding to life's turns with measured serenity, acknowledging agency over internal responses. Stoic bravery in the face of life's unpredictability is not the absence of fear, but the unwavering desire to face adversity with grace. Draw inspiration as a modern seeker, addressing world uncertainty with a daring attitude. Find purpose in seemingly random life events by listening to destiny's whispers. Adapt to the interconnectivity of events and strands in your personal narrative. Stoicism implies that despite apparent chaos, there is a cosmic order. This becomes obvious when viewing life's unpredictability from a Stoic perspective. Explore Aurelius's contemplation, imagining the Stoic philosopher on ancient Rome streets, attentive to destiny's whispers. In your modern life, accept life's volatility with a mindset that sees turmoil as a dance in unpredictable fate rhythms. In Stoicism, courage covers more than just physical bravery. It also includes moral fortitude. It entails standing up for what is right, facing hardship with courage, and being true to our principles even when circumstances are tough. Courage, as a virtue, includes inner strength, moral fortitude, and the determination to live virtuously in the face of external restraints. The Stoics defined virtue in 4 ways: courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. Each scenario necessitates one or more of these virtues, and nothing can shield us from their effect. You'll be able to manage life's complications with greater purpose and conviction as your courage rises. Accept the virtue of courage and allow it to guide you toward personal growth and fulfillment. The following are the cornerstones of fate interpretation. The chain of causes. Fate links events across time like a chain, with one cause eternally tied to the next. The Stoics saw this cord as Zeus' breath, the pneuma that connects the universe. Accepting fate entails respecting this cosmic breath. Living in harmony with nature, fate follows the rhythm of nature, and rejecting it is like swimming against the stream. The Stoics chose to sail with the tides in search of virtue, wisdom, and inner serenity, and the stars of Logos serve as their compass. Equanimity. Fate's whispers might bring happiness or heartbreak. Stoics, like experienced sailors, alter their sails, neither lamenting storms nor clinging to fleeting joys. They keep their hands steady on the tiller and their gaze fixed on the horizon. We become co-creators of our fate in the stillness of acceptance, threads in a cosmic tapestry that both human and heavenly hands have woven. Emperor by profession and philosopher by way of life, Marcus Aurelius grappled with metaphysical and ethical questions. His reflections, captured in his meditations, offer timeless wisdom. 1. The impact of thoughts on happiness. Marcus highlighted the profound connection between the quality of our thoughts and our overall happiness. According to him, the very fabric of our inner dialogue molds the reality we experience. In his words, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This underscores the critical importance of nurturing a positive and rational mindset to enhance our well-being. 2. Commanding the mind amidst external turmoil. Aurelius emphasized the dominion we hold over our minds, irrespective of external circumstances. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This quote underscores the idea that, by directing our internal responses, we can confront life's challenges with resilience and fortitude. 3. Embracing the subjectivity of perception. According to Aurelius, every piece of information we encounter is laden with subjective opinions rather than objective facts. His insight is that everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Encourages us to approach situations with empathy and an open mind, recognizing the inherent subjectivity in our perceptions. 4. Iterative self-reflection for personal growth. Marcus welcomed feedback as a catalyst for personal evolution, stating, "If someone shows me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth." Acknowledging the detrimental impact of self-deception, he advocated for openness to correction as a pathway to continuous self-improvement. 5. The soul's canvas, thoughts and character. Observing that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Aurelius emphasized how our mental patterns shape our character, illustrating the importance of conscious thought management in developing the essence of who we are. 6. Liberation from mental constructs. The philosopher-emperor escaped the confines of external pressures by challenging his assumptions, recognizing that the crush of circumstances often emanates from our own mental constructs. This echoes the Stoic principle of examining and questioning our perceptions to attain mental liberation. 7. Cultivating empathy through self-reflection. Before offering criticism, Aurelius advocated introspection, asking, "What fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" This practice serves as a powerful tool for fostering empathy and heightening self-awareness. 8. Personal actions over external judgments. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself to make it just and holy. The quote highlights the pivotal role our actions play in shaping our ethical stance. Aurelius emphasized the significance of focusing on personal actions rather than being swayed by external judgments. 9. Embracing individuality and authenticity, rejecting conformity, Aurelius urged individuals to avoid being blindly part of the majority. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane, serves as a call for independent thinking and authenticity. 10. Serenity and insightful decision-making. Aurelius outlined 2 fundamental rules for effective living. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. This underscores the essence of clarity and equanimity in guiding effective decision-making on life's intricate journey. As we conclude this contemplative journey through the life and teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of wisdom and destiny. The echoes of his Stoic philosophy reverberate across the ages, reminding us that within the tapestry of life, every thread of fate is woven with purpose. The philosopher-emperor extends an enduring invitation to face the unpredictability of existence with the unwavering courage of a Stoic. His meditations, like timeless beacons, illuminate the path to self-discovery, urging us to navigate the turbulent seas of fate with resilience and insight. In a world fraught with uncertainties, Aurelius stands as a testament to the enduring interplay between philosophy and power, guiding us to embrace the whispers of fate as melodies that shape the symphony of our own profound journey. May the lessons learned from this introspective odyssey resonate within, inspiring a quest for meaning and a harmonious dance with the cosmic rhythms of life.